Korea is arguably one of the best civs in all of Civ 5, because their unique ability offers them just so much science towards the later eras. The problem with Korea is that they don't start off very good, and we are playing on Immortal difficulty, so the AI is already going to have a huge advantage over us from the very beginning. I've made this map a little bit smaller, that way we're going to have immediate friction with other AIs who are going to have way more units than us, way more cities than us, so we're going to have a pretty big challenge ahead of us. So the Korean Empire's unique ability is called the Scholars of the Jade Hall, and it's going to offer us 2 extra science for all specialists, as well as all great percentile improvements. Now, if that's not enough, they also get, they receive a tech boost each time a scientific building or just a wonder in general is built in the Korean capital. Holy crap! Like the first sentence here is already enough of an ability to be like super awesome, but the second one just puts it over the top. Now they do have 2 unique units. These guys will come into play in the mid game, and they're very, very good. They're very defensive. They remind me a lot of Babylon. Babylon's like unique building and their unique unit are very defensive units. The same goes for Korea. The turtle ship is a really, really strong replacement to the caravel. It's way stronger, but it cannot travel into deep sea, so we won't be expanding very far outside of our own continent because we are playing on a fractal map. And the HWACH'A is a amazing siege weapon technically, but it doesn't get that bonus versus cities. It's really, really good at just attacking melee units or archers or stuff like that. So we're gonna have a pretty fun time playing that whole scenario. So I got extremely lucky with this start apparently, because I am surrounded by sheep, 2 spices, a banana resource, marble, and stone. Holy shit! That is amazing. That's a great start. Also, I'm seeing plenty of jungle here as well. So towards the later eras, once again, we'll be able to slap some trading posts on these tiles, and these are going to be amazing sources of yield. Okay, so real quick though, the problem with this spot? And the biggest, actually, this is a big problem with this spot. I mean, if I'm trying to be nitpicky here, because there are so many resources, but we don't have any mountains, and that's a really big deal to me. We also don't have any rivers, which would mean that we're not going to grow as big. If we were to kind of find a nice location around a mountain and a river, first of all, the mountain would provide us the observatory, but the river would provide us a lot more extra food. And if we're going to go for a science victory, we're going to need a lot of food, especially if Babylon is in this game. Let's cross our fingers that Babylon is not in this game, because it's going to be a battle. It'll be a battle between the science civs. So I guess I should slap him down here. I mean, this is an excellent spot. So much extra yield from this cow, and then eventually from these cows, and eventually we'll probably expand out towards the bananas, which will give us even more food than. Oh man, that's good. It kind of makes up for not having a river very early on, but at the same time, I would really like that mountain. Oh, that sucks. We won't be able to find it. I mean, it doesn't even look like there's mountains in this vicinity. I can't afford to just like look around. I'm not going to waste time, especially because there's so much rough terrain around here. I could totally slap my settler up on this hill, try to figure out if there's a mountain nearby, but then, if I wanted this spot again, I'd have to go back. That cost me another turn. I think that this is just a great spot. I should take what I can get, and let's slap him down here. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's a mountain down south. So obviously I'm going to be going for the traditional opener. I guess, yeah, traditional opener with the tradition. That's typically the tradition that most higher level Civ players usually go down. And unfortunately, again, I want to mention that for a long time this tree wasn't set up the same way until a recent patch a couple months ago, maybe like 1 or maybe 3 months ago, after the release of Beyond Earth. They moved landed elite down towards the bottom of this tree, so we can't get this as fast as we normally would, this is such an important policy to get up as fast as possible, because it's going to offer us 10% more growth as well as 2+ food in the capital. So that would be so nice to get early on. And now we kind of have to have a debate where beforehand I wouldn't really build a monument because we would get it for free automatically with the legalism tech. It's going to provide us 4 free culture buildings in our first 4 cities. But you know what? Now that the tree's been changed, it might be just better just to go for the monument, try to get there as fast as we can. Because I don't know how many ruins we're going to find, because ruins have the opportunity to give us 20 extra culture. But I don't know. I feel like, because I've already decided we're gonna steal the worker. I'm gonna find a city-state hopefully nearby and steal the worker. Although it would be good to get up a worker pretty quickly because we have so many great tiles around here. But geez, the workers just take so long, and I think a monument would be best, to be honest. This is a fractal map on Immortal difficulty, standard speed, standard size. So I'm hoping to see a pretty interesting map script here. Let's go with the monument. Honestly, I think it really is the best bet, because if we didn't go for the monument, first of all, the first like limit, the first requirement is 25 science or 25 culture. We're only creating 1 per turn. It's not going to get much better than that. We're not like, without the monument, it would take us a very, very long time. And we want to get to landed elite as fast as we can, because that's just free 2 extra food, and that's really, really necessary for our empire. Obviously, as Korea, we're going to want to rush the library for the science building, which will offer us a tech boost. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for pottery for now, and my intentions will be to go for the writing tech, but I'm not gonna click on this yet. I don't want to queue it up yet because something might come and I might change my mind. Okay, so let's explore. I would have liked to get have gotten a scout up, but let's get the monument up as fast as possible. Going through all of tradition will be pretty nice. Oh, these are great yields to start off with. Such great yields. Typically, you don't see yields starting off in your capital city in the first few turns with more than 2 yields per tile. But we've got 4 tiles that are offering us more than 2 yield. That is really, really awesome. And obviously, the cow is great because we're having 3 food yields in that 1 tile, so that's pretty necessary. I can't wait till we expand for bananas. Also, another reason why I'm happy to be getting up the monument and getting up that first opener tradition policy is so that we are able to expand our cultural boundaries a little bit longer, because we want to go up and try to grab all these jungle tiles as we can. It looks like there's a lot of jungle over here, so that could eventually provide us a lot of science, but at the same time, having too much jungle I don't necessarily like, because I've played those games before where I've just had simply too much jungle, where I couldn't do anything else with that city but have it sit there and wait towards the later eras, and it took so long, whereas like at the end the payoff wasn't that great. Oh gosh, a map. I hate maps. I've had those, yeah. So I've had those cities that are just settled right in the middle of a damn jungle. Oh my god, you gotta be shitting me. You have got to be shitting me, Firaxis and Civ 5. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, to update people, if you guys are confused, Babylon is... let's just put it like this. If there were out of the 43 civs in Civ 5, the top 2 would be Korea and Babylon. And to make matters worse, because, it would be different if it was like, Korea and then a civ that liked to focus on particularly like a cultural victory, like Brazil, or someone that liked to focus on a diplomatic victory, like Greece. No, Babylon likes to focus the same victory type that we are focusing on. That's science. Holy shit, we're going to have a space race. And then they're right next to us, too. We were the first civs that they met. They were the first civs that we met, and vice versa, I'm guessing. Holy crap, are you kidding me? That's kind of frustrating, but at the same time, this is going to make things really, really interesting. Because not only are we going to have to battle through the beginning parts of this game, but as well as overcoming the later ends. Wow, the Battle of Science Civs. I'm really, really excited for this. So if I remember correctly, Babylon gets faster great scientists. They also have the a very strong archer, as well as the Babylonian walls, which makes them very defensible. As I said in the intro, that they have unique units that are unique, a unique unit as well as a unique ability that is very defensive, just like our unique units. This is going to be really, really interesting. So their whole thing won't come into play. Their unique ability won't come into play until more than likely later ends of the game as well, just like us. I believe they get a free great scientist when discovering writing, so they'll be ahead of the game very early on if they decide to do the right thing and slap down a great person tile improvement. I don't know how smart the AI is, though. Sometimes the AI is really dumb and they go ahead and just discover a technology instead, and that's obviously the wrong thing to do as Babylon. Okay, let's try to cut their scout off. Oh, we're gonna get there in time. Okay, good. Let's go. Oh, he didn't even know about the ruin. That's right. I had that crude map drawing. All right, so we got pottery. Very good. And where is my second citizen working on? He's going for gold. We don't need the gold. That's a dumb choice. Let's go for the production and the food. Yeah. Yeah, no gold. We don't need gold. Gold is very clearly, out of all the resources in this game, between science, culture, I guess between science, culture, and gold, gold is by far the most expendable. I mean, you don't need that nearly as much. Nearly as much. Okay. So what do we got next? I guess we go riding. I mean, Babylon is in this game. We shouldn't waste any time. I'm not going to go for something like mining because we're not going to get up a worker until possibly the city-states get up a few workers. And I don't think we want to trade route just right now. Barbarians are turned on just in case anybody was wondering. Archers would be good to kind of get up some defenses, but you know, I'm going to take a risk. We're going to go and rush riding in 11 turns. Try to get up a library as fast as possible because, again, if the AI is smart and they play Babylon the right way, when they get that great scientist, they'll slap them down for a tile improvement, which means that they'll be getting like 8 extra science than probably the rest of the game. And I also am playing with, what am I let me see, wait a second. I thought I was playing with mod, but I guess I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, never mind. I'm smoking crack. I apologize. Good. Our first city-state, and we were the first to meet him, so they offered us 30 gold. So yeah, of course, my advisors are suggesting that I play with a worker. I get up a worker, but I kind of want the scout first. I think that it would save us so much time and so many hammers to just steal the worker from somebody. So yeah, let's go scout. Let's go scout. I don't think we're not having much of a food problem, so I think a scout would be best for right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's check on. I doubt that I figured the city states probably don't have any workers up yet, but I figured, you know, why not go ahead and check. And you know what, if we might meet another city state, we might want to fuck with somebody else. Actually, the city-state's a cultured city-state, so they'd provide us more culture. I don't really need that. It's not as, like, a maritime city-state is more useful to me. To be given extra food is pretty nice. I wouldn't mind fucking with these guys rather than another city-state, you know what I mean? Like, I need to choose, because when I steal this worker, they're going to be upset at me for quite a long time. So, I mean, yeah, pretty long time. So I want to be careful. Let's go figure out what Babylon's got going on up here and possibly figure out a second location for our second city. All right, so yep, let's open up with tradition. Very good. Our city will be able to expand a bit better, a slight bit better. We've got 3 citizens now. Again, you know what? Is it going to take us longer to grow if we... Okay, fine. Go for the spices, and then we'll go for the extra hammers in the sheep tile. As for, no, I want to skip it. And I'm not going for a religion. You know, on Immortal difficulty, if you aren't pretty much just given the opportunity to grab a religion, let's say like you spawn next to a natural wonder that offers you faith, or maybe a ruin, you come across a ruin that gives you like 60 free faith or something like that. Unless the game does something like that, I don't usually go for a religion on the higher difficulties. It's too hard to obtain because the AIs have such a huge advantage over you. Usually it's just a waste of hammers. So I guess, yeah, why not continue to increase the food in the city, because we are going to need some help with the food. We will. A little bit of help. Because there isn't a lot of opportunity for us to build farms and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, the tiles make up for that a bit. Here we go. Yeah, no. Well, how long is it going to take you to grow if we don't? I guess if we go for the hammer, though, if we go for the sheep tile to work instead, it's definitely going to eliminate a lot of the turns it's going to take to get up this building. I think I'm going to take the chance. Let's get the building up for now, and then in turn, that'll probably, by the time that this is done, I imagine that it'll end up giving us a lot more food back, and it won't take us actually 22 turns to grow. But I think we're already ahead of the game. We've yet to find Babylon yet. Oh, good. A second city-state, 15 gold, so someone already met him. More than likely it was Babylon. Maritime, so I don't really want to fuck with this guy. He could possibly give us some more food at some point in the game, and I would definitely like to ally him. Oh, we found our first barbarian. Where the hell? So here's a mountain up here. This might be a good spot. I need a mountain. I for sure need a mountain. I want an observatory. Oh, you bastard took a shot at us. Oh wow, we didn't sweep him either. He was an open terrain and he was an archer. I'm surprised we didn't kick this dude down on the ground. All right, so let's check what the Babylonians got going on up in here. Okay, so their city's only 3 population. Again, I'm going to be focusing on population quite a bit in the very beginning, just because in the beginning that's a clear way to be able to tell just how powerful your science is. All right, so we finished writing. We're going to want to get up a library very soon. I think we're still a ways away from getting up a worker. A plantation would be best, I think, so that as soon as we do end up getting a worker, we'll be able to fix our happiness, because we only have 2 right now. We do only have 2, and I want to get up a settler very fast. We're creating a lot of gold, but I don't think I want to wait till we get to 500 gold to just purchase my settler. So I think we're gonna have to build it, unfortunately, even though I would love to buy it, because I don't want to have to take those turns off to build it in my capital. Oligarchy, okay. I guess so. I don't want aristocracy. Yeah, I don't want that one, only because the extra production. Well, actually, that would have been nice, because getting this policy and having the marble resource would be good to get up a few buildings. But I seriously doubt I'm able to get the. I seriously doubt I'd be able to get the Great Library. It says 27 turns right now. There's no way we'd be able to get that. I think we did the right thing, because we don't have a word. If we would have had the marble already ready, and if we would have gone for this policy instead, then I might have taken a chance to go for the Great Library. There's no way that another AI won't finish that Great Library in less than 27 turns. There's no way that's going to happen. So I'm not going to risk it. Oh, Denmark. Okay. Harold Bluetooth. Very nice to see you. All right, Harold, hopefully we come to a mutual agreement that Babylon needs to go down. It looks like Harold will probably be a very, very good ally for us, because it seems like he's probably settled somewhere in this vicinity. Hopefully we don't ever border them. I hope not. Pantheon has been founded. See, I mean, it's turn 21 already. A Pantheon has been founded. I don't do the whole religious game. Oh, there's a worker. Oh, no. Well, I'd much rather get the worker than go all the way down south just to check if the city-state even has their own worker up. So, sorry, I'm gonna have to piss the city-state off. There's gonna be plenty of other ones for us to steal. Yeah, we really need this. We kind of just have to do it. It's gonna take a bit for that to wear off, but you know, what are you gonna do? We got to do it. And yes, so Babylon has quite a few warriors around. They have pretty big military, as we expected. Man, that's gonna suck. I had to do it though. I seriously had to do it. I had to take that worker while I had the chance. It's already turned 23. By this time, I should have my own worker. The AI for sure already has their worker up. They already get it. They already get it from their starting bias from the difficulty. So I figured that would be. We got to get it fast. We do got to get it fast. Okay, so now for a library. I think a library first and then a settler. Yeah, let's do that. We also need to think about the National College, getting that up pretty quickly. If we're going to do a settler, then we're going to want to get up that library in our second city as fast as possible. We are one of the world's busiest people. We are producing a little bit more than Babylon and Harold. Who knows who the other unmet civs are. This is a fractal map, so I figured we were going to see some pretty interesting land formations here. So far, nothing too crazy. So far, nothing too crazy at all, which I'm okay with. I want to kind of look around if Babylon has any immediate borders, any neighbors for us to kind of become friends with. And I guess we shall... Oh, shit. Well, they settled that second city. Akeda right there. Oh, man, that was kind of a dick move. Well, they didn't get the mountain, so they're stupid. Depending on what's behind this fog of war, we might be able to slap something down, get the mountain and the river, just like what I wanted. I don't know how good the resources are behind this fog of war, though. I can see cow. Here's a gem resource, but I think that getting the river and the mountain is essential. I just don't know what's going to be back behind here. I need to continue to kind of escort. All right, let's see. Okay, nothing this way. Yeah, I want to continue to escort our worker, and then we'll kind of figure out what's back behind there, because I do plan on getting a settler up pretty fast now. And again, the marble is only going to help us out until the classical era in terms of creating wonders. I might want to rush masonry now that we have a worker. I wasn't expecting to get this worker out quite as fast as we did. I'm not trying to trade anytime soon. Our gold, our economy is doing just fine. Archers for defense, but let's go ahead and get mining, even though, actually, you know what? We don't need mining. Well, we need mining for the quarry that we can use for the marble. All right, so yeah, we kind of do need mining. Okay, let's go ahead and do it for now. We actually do need mining. Okay, and also we won't be able to chop down any of these, well, I don't know. Does the game consider forests jungle? This is the technology to be able to cut down forests, but will I not be able to cut down this jungle when improving my spices resource because I won't have this technology? Oh, that's something that I've been playing this game for quite a long time, and I've never put that together. I don't know. I should probably think about defending my capital a bit, because I'm sure we're going to see some barbarian invasions pretty fast here. All right, so can we do this? Ah, we can't. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. We don't have the technology to be able to clear the jungle. Huh. That's very interesting. Wait a second. No. In order to clear jungle, you need bronze working. Okay. Oh, and that's one over here. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Well, I'm glad that we went for the mining technology, because we needed that. And the good thing is we did finish. We should probably slap this away so that we grow a bit faster. Actually, you know what? No, keep that there, and we will work this tile. We're going to go work this tile, slap another farm down, or slap some animal husbandry. Actually, we don't have the technology yet, but we can get that pretty fast. I don't know. We'll choose in the next video what we're going to do. Oh, you know what? This spearman's got to figure out what's behind the fog of war. And then real quick, oh, lots of Babylonians. Lots of Babylonians. All right, guys, I'm going to have to choose my policy in the second video. If you guys are enjoying this series, once again, please leave a like. We are going to be in a battle between the science civs. This is going to be a really interesting campaign, and I'm so excited because we haven't played on a traditional map in quite a long time, but because Babylon is so close to us, it's going to be interesting, which means we're going to want to take them out early, obviously early on. That would be the #1 goal. But as Babylon, we all know how hard it is to take on Babylon, especially when they get the Babylonian walls up, and they're going to get that very soon. There's no way we're going to be able to get up a strong enough army to be able to take out Babylon before they get the Babylonian walls up. We're going to have to just sit here and take the Babylons and take on the Babylonians throughout this entire game. Maybe try to eliminate them from the mid game when we get up our unique units ourselves. But this is going to be a very interesting match. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys are enjoying the series, please leave a like. It helps out so much, and I will see you guys in part 2.